Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Conley. Wow, you guys really took me for a ride on those. I got 19 discussion boards, as I said in the announcement, and you guys you're graduate students, so I don't just daydream my way through them. At any rate, I did include this slide on problematic interactive media use (PIMU). They're calling it up at Boston College, so that'll be interesting. Check out the posts. The stuff highlighted in green is really hot stuff. Other stuff I put in bold. I included an instrument for one or two of you called the Addiction Severity Instrument, ASI. I'm getting ahead of myself with the course, but I just wanted a couple of you to see that um, the scope of focus when somebody's doing an addiction severity assessment to determine how severe the need for services. When an addiction counselor is doing that, they cast a pretty wide net. There's a lot of domains there. It's more than just how many drugs do you use, quantity, frequency, how often, type of drug, etc. Consequences. They really do almost social worky case management kind of thing at most agencies. They have to treat the whole person in context. At any rate, that's not what I dialed up the camera to lecture you on. I wanted to give you a note on terminology in the field because I realize this is the first module of the first course and there is language that's going to be floating around. Quick history lesson. In the old days, it was called alcoholism and addiction. Those were the two words that described individuals who had addictive disorders. So we use the word addictive disorders. The words have not really gone away, but you won't find the word alcoholism in the DSM. You rarely find the word addiction, actually, though it's making a comeback. People are referring more and more to addictive disorders, which is what I named my courses. What you will find is that in previous editions of the diagnostic manual, it was referred to as chemical dependency, CD. So you have CD evals, chemical dependency evaluations. In a previous issue, there was what do they call it? So currently it is substance use disorder, SUD. Whenever possible, refer to somebody who's coming to you for treatment that's involved with some substance or other. Refer to it as an SUD, a substance use disorder. Um, it was called substance abuse. That was had a mental blank spot there. It was called substance abuse in earlier editions of DSM, but that lacked what's called construct validity. It didn't hold up. The idea that there were two categories: those with substance abuse and those with a substance dependence. So you'll just have to learn to negotiate the lexicon of chemical dependency, substance use disorder, uh, alcohol use disorder, AUD, addiction, addictive disorder, et cetera, et cetera. It generally is all referring to the same thing. You'll find, I know a lot of you are just taking the first course for your trauma certificate, but you'll find as you progress through the curriculum, um, substance use disorders very clearly spelled out and actually very accurately spelled out in the DSM 511 diagnostic criteria. It was 7, by the way, forever. DSM 3, 3R, DSM 4, 4 text revision, 4 editions. Then you get into 5, and Lala Strasner talks about that in one of our modules. But at any rate, substance use disorder, SUDs, is kind of the language that we want to go with. At any rate, don't forget to reply to each other by the 15th. Some of you have already done your replies. I'm probably going to jump ahead and apply the rubric and grade just because I have so many of you. For others, just get your replies in by the 15th. I'll apply the rubric grade. Take your quiz next week, and we'll move on to module 2. Looking forward to a good, hard working semester. I will work just as hard as you guys do. From now till Christmas. Thanks.